Hey guys, it's me, Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to this channel, whether you are new or you come back for more. If you are new, you should go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. If you're not new, thank you so much for coming back, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So today we got our first HelloFresh box. I mentioned in a vlog that we had decided to order it because we got like a $50 off coupon in FabFitFun. So we decided to order it. We got it today. I'm cooking the first meal that we're making out of it. I thought that was pretty exciting, and I thought we would do like a cook with me video. I know I've mentioned it before and it seems like you guys would like this kind of video. I do cook a lot on my own. Well, I used to before school started, but now I almost never have time. But this is going to be obviously following like the HelloFresh steps. So overall, so far, I already love it. It comes in a box with insulation and a giant ice pack. Everything is separated into little paper bags based on the meal. Inside of these bags, you have your vegetables, you have your any like spice type things that they're going to give you. They don't give you things like salt, pepper, oil, butter. I don't think they give you sugar either. Like stuff that the staples that you should already have in your house, they're not going to send you. But other types of spices, oils, vinegars, stuff like that that's not basic, they're going to send in this bag along with vegetables and all that kind of stuff. And then underneath an ice pack, like separated from all this stuff, they send the meat. And it comes in little air vacuum pouch type things like this. Everything's perfectly proportioned based on what serving you got, what serving meal you got. I don't know if I'm saying that. We ordered the 2-person one, so we get meals proportioned for 2 people, and everything's already measured out. It is pretty awesome. Everything was packaged nicely. Everything looks nice. Nothing looks like it's been gotten into or that it would have broken. Like, you know, sometimes packages get just damaged along the way. Everything looks great. On top of it all, they gave this little pamphlet that has just different things about the membership and about HelloFresh in general. So just different things. And on the back, they have like inspirational quotes, and they say you should rip them off. It's perforated in the creases. They say you can rip them off and stick them to your fridge. I thought that was just really cute. I probably wouldn't stick them to my fridge, but my fridge is also covered in postcards. But, you know, other people might. Then there's also this little envelope that has some coupons in it. Just a couple, but they look pretty good. And then the recipe cards are actually nice and huge, because I know some people would probably get bothered by like a tiny little index card, and other people might like that because then they could just attach it into their own recipe book. But they come on these full page cards with a picture, so you can get like inspiration for how to plate it. It tells you what it is, just in case you can't tell by the picture. And then down here it tells you prep time, total time, calories, the ingredients. This is all the ingredients that they send with you on that side. And then these are 3 separate ones, but on the other side they have a start strong section, which gives you like a tip for how to make it taste even better, a bust out section which tells you what you're going to need to cook this meal, and then it has an ingredient section, and the ingredients have serving sizes for the 2-person meal and the 4-person meal plan. So you have to look at the right one, and I'm on the 2-person, so I'm looking on the left, and it tells me all the ingredients and how much of it, and this will include any ingredient necessary. Underneath that is a Hello wine, because they tell you what wine would pair best with it. I guess they have a wine service too if you wanted to buy that. Then they have the steps, and I think they said every meal is 6 steps, but you know, some of those steps are like 1 or 2 steps each. And then at the end of that, they have like a little box along here that's just like a little bit of something about the meal, I guess. So the one for today says feel good. The one for rosemary meatloaf says love it. The one for melty mozzarella burgers says ciao. And then underneath that there's like a little bit of a snap of a sentence. that I thought was really cute and thoughtful. Then they also send you a nutrition info card. Rather than sending just nutrition info on the meals you choose, they have all the meals that were options. So you just look for the one that you're cooking. And so the way it is it's like $10, $11 a meal per person, and you have to choose a per person meal plan. So there was like 2-person meal plans, 4-person meal plans. There's like the 2-person, the family, which is the 4-person. There's a vegetarian meal plan, and you don't get to like set too many settings. You got to choose from the plans that they have, but the prices also vary. So for the 2-person plan that we got, it's like $10, $11 per meal per person, and you pay weekly, I think, because it's a weekly subscription service. They send you 3 meals a week, so every week you're charged, and you can choose your delivery day each week. Like, I have mine set right now to deliver every Tuesday because that's like the beginning of my week for me. You can set it to go Tuesday this week, Thursday next week. If you're leaving town, you can skip a week or two. And since it is insulated, you don't have to worry if you're at work and it gets delivered. It'll be fine. You can tell them if you want it left on your front porch or on the back porch, or only deliver if somebody's home, like stuff like that. And then when you actually go in to choose your meals, there's like, how many was that? 4. So there's like 8 meals that's available that week, and then you choose your meals for the week, which is 3. I don't know if you can choose more than that. I think you can choose 2 meals or 3 meals. There might be some other options, but we chose 3 meals, and they tell you about the recipes right there on the website, so you're not going to be like, oh, this sounds good, and then find out it's something you can't actually eat. So you can see the ingredients, you can even see the recipe cards on there. You're like really going to know what you're picking out. So you don't have to worry, because my wife doesn't eat spicy food. There's like I'm a really picky eater, so there's like a lot of stuff I don't eat. So we really had to go through some stuff. I was like, that sounds amazing, but it's stuff she wouldn't eat. So, it's really great to know that they have all of that on there that you can choose from. And yeah, I'm just excited. That's a little bit about HelloFresh. That's probably enough of that. We're going to get into cooking, and yeah, so the meals that I chose for this week are maple glazed pork chops, which is this yummy one that we're cooking today. I also chose rosemary meatloaf, which looks delicious. And the third one that we chose was melty mozzarella burgers, which look really like good and yummy. But the mozzarella burgers doesn't come with a side. Like all the recipes, they're like chef engineered, so they come with like a side, a vegetable, something like that. They're balanced decently. They look like high restaurant quality, but the burger doesn't come with sides. And they had I've seen people that order this and get a burger, one of the types of burgers, not this specific one, and it comes with make your own fries, make sweet potato fries, zucchini fries, different stuff like that, just depending on the meal. But they didn't include any kind of side with this meal, and I think that's kind of weird, but we got it anyway because we didn't really have another option out of what was there that we would both eat. So the meal we're cooking today is maple glazed pork chops with a sweet potato mash and garlic green beans. Hello, maple pork chops. Pork shows its sweet side with a thick maple syrup glaze. Just a little saying right there. It's going to take 5 minutes to prep, 30 minutes total, and it has 640 calories in this meal. So what they sent with us is maple syrup, balsamic vinegar, garlic, green beans, cinnamon, pecans, sweet potatoes, and pork chops. To start strong, it says, if you have an extra moment, gently toast the pecans in the oven or in a pan to bring out their flavor. So I'm going to do that once we actually get started on cooking, while we're cooking the other stuff, because I did read through the recipe just to make sure there wasn't anything I needed to know in advance, and the pecans aren't used till the last step, so I think I'll let them toast in the oven while we do the rest of it. I don't actually know how long you're supposed to toast them for, but who knows. So for bust out, we need a peeler, which I grabbed, a large pan, and a medium pot. And I got a medium pot. For the large pan, I just kind of got a regular size pan because that's kind of what the picture looks like. need a strainer and a medium bowl. So I grabbed those. Then we need a slotted spoon and a potato masher. I don't have a potato masher, so I'm probably just going to mash them with a spoon. And then you'll also need vegetable oil and butter. So I grabbed the stuff off to the side, and it says this meal would pair well with Septimania Corbieres Rouge 2016. I don't know, I don't really drink wine, but I just think that's pretty nice that they include that in. And then the little thing that they put at the end for this meal says, feel good, flavors like cinnamon and maple make us all warm and fuzzy inside. So I don't know, my wife thought this would be really good. I've been kind of craving pork chops for like a couple of years, but we don't really eat a lot of meat and we don't really eat a lot of pork aside from like bacon and sausage. So we haven't had pork chops in years. So this looks pretty good. It looks pretty easy to do, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So step 1 is to boil sweet potatoes. Wash and dry all produce, peel sweet potatoes, then cut into 1/2 inch cubes. Place in a medium pot with enough water to cover by 1 inch. Bring to a boil and cook until easily pierced by a knife, about 12 minutes. Remove from pot with a slotted spoon and place in a medium bowl, keeping pot of water boiling on stove. Step 2 is to cook pork and prep. While sweet potatoes cook, heat a drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium-high heat. Season pork all over with salt and pepper, add to pan and cook to desired doneness, 4 to 6 minutes per side. Remove from pan and set aside. Meanwhile, mince 1 clove of garlic. Use the other as you like. The next step after taking out the sweet potatoes is to cook the green beans. So you're going to add the green beans to the pot with the boiling water and cook until tender but still a little crisp, about 3 to 4 minutes. Drain and return to pot along with 1/2 tablespoon of butter and a pinch of garlic. Toss until butter melts and coats green beans. Season with salt, pepper, and more garlic to taste, but save a little for the glaze. While you're doing that, you can mash the sweet potatoes, which is step 4. You add 1 tablespoon of butter and 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon, as well as 1/2 tablespoon of maple syrup to the bowl with the sweet potatoes. And it has a note here that says they sent more cinnamon and syrup than this. Using a potato masher or fork, mash sweet potatoes until mostly smooth. Season with salt and pepper, set aside. Cover with foil to keep warm. Step 5 is to make the glaze. So it says to heat a drizzle of oil in pan used for pork over medium heat. So we're just using the same pan and the same oil from the pork chops. Add remaining garlic and cook until fragrant, about 30 seconds. Pour in 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar, and you do need to measure it because they sent more vinegar than needed. And then remove pan from heat. Let it bubble and reduce until slightly syrupy, which will be about 1 minute. Then return the pan to medium heat and add remaining maple syrup. Simmer until thick and glaze-like, about 2 minutes. Step 6 is to finish and serve. Add pork to pan and turn to coat in glaze. Remove pan from heat, divide sweet potatoes and green beans, and pork between plates. Sprinkle sweet potatoes with pecans, drizzle any remaining glaze over pork, and serve. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @SheWhoSpeaks _ instead of spaces. I'm also on Snapchat at Kimberly.Nicole with a K, not a C. Go ahead and click on my face to become an adventurer and join a little family. And if you'd like to watch another one of my videos right now, there will be 2 on the screen for you to choose from. Thanks for watching. Bye.